It's been a while since I actually made a new party. We've been with these guys for a while. 15th attempt, 30 islands visited. We had 4 pirate maps, guys. We had 4 pirate maps. We were so close. Tasara did the most damage. So I guess she was a very, very good ranger. She did a lot. 16 hours, 27 minutes. 123 chests open. Ah, damn. I guess, there was some mishaps. We had to waste money on respecs and making new characters and things like that. We could have had more. With that group there, we need... I don't know. We need more. We need better equipment. Is the only thing I can think of. Damn. Well, let's start a new journey. So, if I remember correctly, the last... And I am sorry if I forget any character builds you guys suggest. But I think the last character build suggested or asked for was the Motherless Tiefling Demon build. Now, there wasn't a whole lot. I think that's all you told me about him. So, class is up to me. All that kind of stuff is up to me. So let's see what we got here. We got the Shielding Tailwind. All party members gain Shield Bash as a bonus feat at first level, even if they do not meet the prerequisites. Any character who is using a shield gains a +1 bonus to AC. While performing a Shield Bash, a character gains a +6 bonus on attack rolls. On a hit, the attack deals bonus damage equal to the character's level. Ooh. I like the 1 bonus to AC if you're using a shield. That's pretty good. I think we've used Scorched Earth before, right? Yeah, and this requires us to be certain things. I don't know if we've actually done this one before. I think we've used it before, but we didn't actually, utilize it. An Elemental Rampage. Each member of your party permanently gains an effect that increases by 25% all damage they deal with one randomly chosen element from the following list. Oh, I like that too. I like that one a lot as well. Acid, cold, electricity, fire, and sound. Okay, so what we need to do. I think our wizard was great. I'd feel bad making the same character again, but he was such a good character. But we could try something else. Our Cavalier is great, right? I think they were really good. So we'll see. We'll make good characters. But do we want? I think it's between these two. Do you want Shielding Tailwind, or Tailwind of Elemental Rampage? Increases by 25%. That's a lot. That's a big increase. If you think about it, right? Is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, because if you do 40 damage, it's now doing 50 damage. Pretty good. It's pretty good. And Shielding Tailwind's only going to affect by tank. And I'm probably never going to remember the Shield Bash. Let's go Tailwind of Elemental Rampage. Plus it adds the randomness that I love so much. Alright, custom character. Are there any tieflings in here? You're a tiefling. What are you, though? Is that holy magic? Are you a tiefling? No. There's a tiefling as well. Ooh, that's a tiefling as well. Could be one of these guys. So, what do we want this character to be? That's a lot of arms. This guy looks Looks like he'd fit the bill, huh? Some sort of wizard spellcaster. Quite the edgy looking guy, huh? Hey, if we make a spellcaster, they gotta be edgy. Do have quite a few tiefling pictures here, which is nice. I mean, some of them are very clearly not tieflings. This guy's such a cool picture. Who looks like they would be motherless? That's the question. You look like you'd be... I think we're gonna go with this one. I think our main character is going to be a spell... Well, wait a minute. The Demon Mythic Path, isn't that more of like a... I don't know what the Demon Mythic Path has, which is unfortunate. Would a spellcaster make a good demon? Maybe you better go something like this. Well, let's... Oh, I didn't even see these guys here, too. Go Magus. Let's just pick a picture. We'll come back and pick the picture. I want to take a look. I want to take a look at what Motherless brings. Because I'm trying to remember. Motherless. No woman survives the birth of a babe with Clipoth ancestry. Whose Clipoth ancestry has emerged. At best, Clipoth spawn rip their mothers apart during labor. At worst, they tear themselves out even earlier. Motherless have a +2 racial bonus to strength and wisdom. A -2 penalty to intelligence. And a +2 racial bonus on mobility and lore nature checks. They can use Blur spell once per day. And they gain a secondary bite attack that deals 1d6 damage. So we want to be melee. And we want wisdom and strength. Okay. I think we're going to go with this guy. And we're going to go with this guy. So, wisdom and strength, huh? So, obviously, cleric stands out. Basically, a crusader stands out. What block was. Stands out. Do you use wisdom? Is wisdom important for you guys? I know I just made one of you guys. I've already forgotten. I mean, wisdom's always going to be good just for the will. Inquisitor's probably wisdom, yep. While all Inquisitors root out enemies of the faith in many orders and churches, there's a select group of these religious hunters devoted to one goal, and one goal alone, to terminate the enemies of the faith wherever they can be found. Sanctifiers are given special dispensation to commit ruthless murders for the faith's greater good. Other times, they're simply willing to take the initiative to revel and zeal in such grisly work. I'm not sure. I'm not really feeling Inquisitor. Could be a monk. We were a monk once before. We could be a monk again. I mean, wisdom and strength. Potentially. Potentially. We want to be melee. Unfortunately, you guys use charisma. I think there might be one of them that uses wisdom, actually. Oh, I didn't even know it was a Stone Lord. That's cool. I guess Divine Guardians and these guys don't use charisma. Let's see. What else do we got? I think maybe the Deliverer. No. I thought there was one of these guys that used them. It's not you. You use intelligence. be a war priest. I've never had much luck making a war priest though. I don't know. I just for whatever reason I just don't get them. I just don't understand them. Like, why would you ever make one? Like, I just feel like there are better classes to make. Is there anything in here that would make sense? That's the Hell Knights. An Eldritch Knight, Dragon Disciple, Arcane Trickster. Are there any, like, magical barbarians? I guess those would be more like a Blood Rager, huh? They're all charisma based. Let's see. Could be a druid. Those are wisdom based. Hunters are wisdom based. Are rangers wisdom based? Where are rangers at? They are, aren't they? We could be a melee ranger, right? I think that's maybe the main difference between a ranger and a hunter. Because I think hunters are typically more ranged based. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It would be risky picking something with like a elemental focus because we don't know what element we'll be good at. That's why that's tough. It could be a shaman. They're wisdom based. A possessed shaman. They don't have enough health though. I want him to be... I don't know what I want him to be. I suppose maybe a paladin is what I'm kind of thinking for him. What kind of paladin? I don't know. Divine Guardian. Maybe something like that. What do we lose? Or what do we gain? No, that's more of like a healer, isn't it? It could be a deliverer. Deliverers are pretty... Or kind of what I'm thinking. Divine assassins. Maybe not. I don't know. This is tough. There was one I was looking at. What was it? Are all of you guys... Is there like a, wisdom version of you? There's charisma. Not what I'm looking for, though. Damn. Damn. This is actually really difficult to pick. Try to just think about, like, wisdom melee is very clearly probably like a monk, right? I guess Pestana was pretty decent. Wasn't she? The thing is, like, our picture very clearly has armor. It's the only reservation. I know pictures aren't everything, but they are kind of. There are a lot of things. It probably isn't the best time for me making one either, because I'm actually really tired at the moment. But you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Where was the thing I was looking at? Can't find it. There's like a... I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Was it a Magus? No. Hmm. Could have sworn it was down here. We could be like a hagbound. That's intelligence. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Yeah, they're all... Why? Gotta be charisma so much. I don't know why I can't find the thing I was looking at earlier. Mixed Blood Rager. Reformed Fiend. This is the Tiefling one, right? Oh, maybe this would be a cool thing to do. The teaching of light gods say that everyone deserves the right to redemption, everyone except the demons. Reformed fiends are demons who have entered on the path of good, although they still look like monsters in the eyes of of most living. But no one will dare to doubt that the rage with which they fight the creatures of evil is the force that the world needs most in the difficult times. So what do we get here? So we lose a bloodline, and we get this bloodline, or something, I don't know. We do get hatred against evil. Well, that's good. At 7th level, Reformed Fiends gain damage reduction 3 to evil. That's pretty good. What was it usually? Okay, okay. I can get behind this. Good aligned. Yeah, I think I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Let's try it. Okay. We are motherless. Oh, with that mobility bonus, though. A cavalier sounds kind of nice. But can we use a bite attack on the mount? Probably, right? I don't think it really matters, but... And an animal companion would be nice. It would be nice. Ooh. I think we'll stick with what we have, though. We've not done a Blood Rager before. Can I use armor? That's actually a question. I can. Okay. Or at least I'm proficient in it. All right, and then what would help us out the most here? Saving throw against demons. Are they demons? I don't really know. Reflex saving throws. It's always good. Battle axe, maybe. We're not going to use the guardian shield and stuff on him. Well, I don't really know. Being able to use wisdom instead of charisma, maybe on this stuff would be fine. Now we use charisma, right? So we're gonna have charisma. That's actually a good point. Maybe we will go Cavalier. Go Fearsome Leader. Oh, we lose Tacticians for that, though. I don't like that. What is this? The Gendarme care less for the finer points of tactical precision than he does for the exhilaration of the charge. The rush of wind through the visor of his helmet, the feel of his couched lance, the satisfying shriek of armor giving way before his weapon's force at the point, as the point drives past metal into his foe. Okay. Interesting. Bonus feat. Wow. We lose the tactician bonuses, which I never used. So that probably wouldn't be that bad, to be honest. Knight of the Wall, when we get better AC. And then Standard Bearer. We don't get an animal companion until 5th level. I could see this. The only thing about Blood Rager, I think Cavalier makes the most sense for a motherless tiefling. I don't know if we get to use Bite. But everything else is good for a motherless tiefling, right? Oh no. Damn. We're on the 3-hour mark. Shit. I need to hurry up. I don't want to rush this, though. That's the problem. Yeah. Right? I mean, we can cast Blur once per day, which is pretty decent. Oh, is it difficult? This is so difficult. A monk could be good, too. Let's be honest. Okay. Let me just see what it recommends. It doesn't recommend wisdom for this. Or maybe I should be a monk. I wish there was like an armored monk. Right? This guy looks so cool in his armor. He's definitely like a Hell Knight. Let's see if there's a, I mean, if it's the picture we're upset about, let's just find a monk-looking dude. Well, that's another thing we gotta worry about is the elemental stuff. There's so many facets. Guess not everybody needs to be elemental. There you go. How many, flurry of fists there. I do like this picture a lot, too. I'm not sure there are any monk-looking, tieflings that I have. But what does a kineticist have? What do those do? Where are they? Do they not have any, No, they don't. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. I guess it could be like a tiefling that doesn't really show what they would be. She doesn't have a weapon. She could be a monk. Pick-tack. She was a good one. Oh, and then Bestana right there, too. So many memories. Alright, this is actually getting kind of annoying. I need to pick something. Okay. So. We need somebody. Strength. Wisdom. Melee range. And makes use of lore religion or lore nature, and seems like actually a hunter would be pretty good, or a ranger, like a melee ranger. These rangers' favorite hunting grounds aren't woods or mountains, but cities, streets, and enemy headquarters. So these guys get an animal companion right away, which is nice. I wouldn't have to waste something on animal boon, right? But you have to pick archery. Okay. We don't want that. We want to be a demon slayer again? Not really. Be a pirate. That could be fun. Do we still get an animal companion? No. We get Freebooter's Bane. Well, we want an animal companion, don't we? You don't get an animal companion either. If it gets rid of an animal companion, we don't want it. So that leaves Demon Slayer and just a base ranger. We could just be a base ranger. Nothing wrong with that, right? Rangers are deft skirmishers, either in melee or at range. See, capable of skillfully dancing in or out of battle, but it allow them to deal significant harm to specific types of foes. But their skills are valuable against all manners of enemies. That should be a normal ranger. Yeah, nothing fancy. Nothing fancy at all. And then that'll make use of all of that, except for maybe mobility, but that's fine. And then what kind of weapon are we going to want? Now, Nomad would be good, because we could go Scimitar. 5 extra hit points, or 3 extra hit points for our character. Or our animal companion once we get it. It's not a lot. Three bonus hit points might save the life, though, right? We need to pick a different picture. Any rangers? I guess we're in melee, so it doesn't... Anybody with a scimitar? Oh, does that count as a scimitar? Be a Daedric Lord. I know, he just looked at all these. Wasting time. Do. Okay. Let's just pick the guy I had before. He looks cool. Alright. Do we want to be a nomad? That's the question. We get scimitar. Scimitars are fine, right? I'm okay with scimitars. Am I okay with scimitars? Because now I'm thinking, well, if I have a scimitar, am I going to dual wield? No, because we're going to be strength based. So we're not going to want to spend the resources on getting 15 dex for the two weapon fighting. So what would I do with my offhand? Would I get a shield? No, I don't want him to have a shield. So he's going to be a lot like Block was. A big bruiser. So instead, maybe something like a great axe. Or a great sword. Who has the great sword? Where do I get the great sword from? A leader. Let's go with great sword. Yeah. And that gives us persuasion. Not a big deal. I don't really care about that. Actually, I don't care about that at all. Maybe I'll get something else. Athletics could be good. Plus 1 bonus to fortitude. Yeah, we could use a great axe. Or a scythe. Athletics and lore nature. Sure. Let's be a farmhand. With a scythe. Let's go scythe. That'd be fun. Okay, cool. So it's recommending dex. But I'm going to ignore that. We're going to want 18 strength, 16 wisdom, 12 con. We will maybe have 14 dex. Put 19 strength. Or... yeah, we'll go 19 strength. We'll go with that. We'll have the dex for a little bit of bonus to our AC. And, you know, reflex saving throws. The con for the fortitude saving throws. And the health, obviously. Maybe we should actually switch that. Maybe it'll be better to have more health than... I'm gonna go with that. I'll go with that. Okay, and then for your skills... perception. I'll have somebody with perception. Nature. And... I'll have to get somebody with trickery. We'll go athletics. Alright, weapon focus. What did we decide on? The scythe. That'd be fun. Okay. Favored enemy. You know what? We're gonna go undead. Yeah. And we're a very interesting character. The Pallid Princess. Goddess of the undead. And our favorite enemy is the undead. So we're like a self-hating thing, which I guess fits a tiefling. We'll be neutral. We will be neutral. Now, we won't benefit from the elemental thing. That's the one downside. We could, I guess if I wanted to fit everything in, we would have been... I have no idea what we would have been. Maybe a druid. An elemental druid. I probably actually would have been the best. Alright, let's remake everything. No. We are sticking with what we have. Alright, so we're like a... maybe like that. Okay, we're mean-looking mug. That's kind of mean-looking. How many... I probably have some scars. Give him some scars. He's got, like, orange eyes and... hair. He's got hair. It's swept back. That's probably what we're gonna use right there. Maybe more like that. And it's like a gray. I think. Yeah. Horns are probably fine. Probably not gonna find the right horns anyway. Yeah, those are fine. But they're like a dark gray too. There you go. No war paint and clothes. We're Mr. Edgy. Where's black? There it is. Number 9. So we're all black. I'll take care of it.
So many thoughts.
Let us bide.
Spell's not working like that.
Time's not waiting.
March. All I do is...
No, he's not gonna have a voice, this guy. Okay. 1 second. I need to look at who it was that suggested this. Ooh, okay. Gonna have to go way back. I think I know who it is, but again, I don't want to mess it up. Give me 1 second. 1 second. How much farther could it be? All right, we're just gonna... If you know who it is, if you are who it is, you know who you are. I'm pretty sure I know who you are, but you're gonna be called this guy, Tibricius. Tibricius. I like it, Tibricius. Tibricius, you were born on the 17th of Neth. Complete. There we go. Tibricius. All electricity damage dealt by your party members is increased by 25%. Oh! It's not different for each person. So we want to build electricity-based characters. Ah, I should have been a Storm Warden. Maybe I'll respec. What do you guys think about that? Just respecking into Storm Warden now that I have that. I might do that. We should have a scythe, right? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, we got a +7 on our scythe. Look at that thing. Now, I know we could level. And we're going to. I just want to... I guess we'll level now. I don't know what I'm waiting for. So level 2, we get our combat style. Increase these, and I guess stealth. Alright, so archery, no. Menacing. Can select from dazzling display, power attack, and intimidating prowess. But I want that. Two-handed fighting, two-weapon fighting, So two-handed is what we're going for, right? Cleave, power attack, and intimidating prowess. Yes. Or do we want menacing? These all sound really cool. This is a cleave thing, it looks like. Let's go power attack. Yep. There we go. Alright. Mr. Angler. Need new cronies? I'm putting together a crew. Introduce me. And a snap. Okay. So what we want is a healer. And not just any healer. We want the best healer to ever heal in the history of healing. She looks awesome, but she's not a healer. Well, she could be a healer, but she's not the healer I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody who all they do in their life is heal. Heal, 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 heal. And when there's no more healing to be done, they still heal. Someone like... Not you. Looks like Sela a lot. Well, it doesn't look like her, but the aesthetic reminds me of her. That's okay. Now I gotta just find a healer. Need to be more healers. Nobody cares about healers until they need them. I think maybe we should make the healer first before we can always come back and pick a portrait. That would have been a cool monk. Okay. Do Asmar make the best healers? Like, do they have things that actually give healing bonuses? It's a good question. It's a question I don't know the answer to. Okay. You know what, guys? Can I exit out of this? No, I can't. Damn it, I was gonna be like, oh, I'll do this tomorrow. Nope, we gotta do it now. Okay. Well then. Our healer is gonna be you. I don't know if I've used this portrait already before. I know I've looked at it before, but it's gonna be you. We could have made a Kyrukin, actually. Nah. So, is Cleric the best healer? Do you guys think Cleric would be the best healer? I know this probably be pretty good. Right? I don't know. I'm not an Eclistherge, whatever. So we get Blessing of the Faithful. Proficiencies. Domain Mastery. The other option would be like an Oracle. Perhaps. They're pretty good healers. Remember we made a Divine Herbalist before. That was really cool. I think we're gonna go with cleric. And this. Yeah. We're gonna make a cleric. And Ecclesithurge. And okay, so Azamar. We get the light halo, which stops people from becoming dazzled. But is that what we want? Well, what are you? You are an Azamar. Well, you know, you're an elf. You are, or half elf. Either or. Elf or half elf? Our casters, or our damage dealing caster is going to be a half elf or an elf. So let's make her a half elf. Just to be different. Will saving throws, lose adaptability and keen senses. We'll be basic. And we'll focus on lore religion. Okay. We'll be a healer. Nope, we'll be an acolyte. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yep, wisdom. Wisdom up to 20. And then get us 12 con, 14 dex, and a little bit of charisma. Why not? Why not? No. Dex. Yeah. Yes? Yes. So, with all that wisdom, we'll take that. We'll take persuasion, because we have it. And I guess we'll take arcana. Wait, we need trickster, don't we? We need somebody with trickery. If we miss the first island of treasure chests, we'll be okay. We'll survive, guys. Don't worry. We will survive. Don't freak out. I know what I'm doing. I'm an expert at this now. Okay. Spell focus. I think I'm not gonna worry about that at the moment. Instead, I'd much rather worry about... Wait a minute. Don't we need to get... Yeah, we need to get our charisma up to 13, don't we? We want 13 charisma for selective channel, right? There we go. Get that right off the bat, so we don't have to worry about that. And for your goddess, it will be Sarenrae. Positive energy, please. Healing domain. Your touch staves off pain and death, and your healing magic is particularly vital and potent. Yeah, we get some good spells right off the bat. Or not off the bat, but like as we go. We'll go healing domain. We get 2. Unfortunately, we don't have... it's like storm domain or whatever. Air domain. Burning bright in the sun, you can call upon its blessing or wrath to work greater deeds. See invisibility, searing light, shield of dawn, flame strike, chain... Well, hold on. If that's how it's gonna be, maybe we should pick somebody like Gazra. We don't get... Okay. Who's got animal domain? Because we probably want animal domain. I would like animal. Erastal probably has it, right? Animal. Okay. Community good law plan. Okay. If we go Gazra. Positive energy. And we could go... What is weather? That gets us lightning. Storm burst. Right, that gets a snowball, summon small elemental, call lightning, slowing mud, ice storms, Siriko, firestorm, sunburst, and tsunami. Okay, a lot less lightning stuff than I thought it would have in there, which is a bit disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. But we could also go air domain, which gives us lightning bolt, shout, cloud kill, chain lightning, elemental body, air, greater shout, elemental swarm. An arc of electricity targeting any foe. Okay, so that gives electrical damage too. So we can go animal and air. Go air and then animal. Alright, so at 3rd level, we'll get an animal companion. Or 4th level, rather. Okay. You'll be neutral as well. Why not? Be a neutral party. Alright. And... You're blonde, aren't you? Yeah, okay. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care about any of this anymore. I just want to get back to that spot and kill that freaking stupid archpriest. How dare he? How dare he? That'll be good. White and red. I've already got it. Perfect.
A mere flesh wound.
I know she looks like she's an Azamar because of the glowing eyes, but she's got elf ears, so the glowing eyes are just part of her goddess.
I feel faint. Strike with I will.
And your name is Emmeline. Emmeline, 31st of Farast, or 28th of Farast.
I do not find this to be useful.
There we go. All fire damage dealt by your party is increased by 25%. Hold on, is that stacking with this? So is both fire and electricity damage being increased, or is it just her? It says by your party members. So is she buffing everybody else's damage? With... I don't know. That's gonna be crazy if that's the case, though. Okay, you don't get anything this level. Nada. Other than your spell slots. Interesting. Okay, so your spell book. Let's see what we got here. Shocking Grasp. That's a touch range, though. Out of all these, I guess Snowball would be the best. For now. Until I can get Shocking Grasp meta-magicked. Assuming I can meta-magic. My intelligence is high enough, right? I don't know. Maybe not. We'll keep one Bless. One Shield of Faith is fine. And then maybe Cure Wounds for the rest. Yeah. 2 Cure Wounds. That'll be good. I'd love to test that out, but maybe not right now. We've got 1,900 gold to spend. Let's go ahead. Just pick this formation at the moment. Okay. And both of them will be bringing animal companions into the fray, or into the, you know, into the mix. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go get on the boat. We're gonna rest. Oh, I guess gotta talk to the helmsman.
Hello, treasure.
We're gonna rest so it saves, and then I'm gonna call it a night because I am tired. It's 1 a.m. Holy shit! I've been playing too much, but that fight, it got me going. It got me going. So we can rest here. Go ahead and do that. Alright. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys appreciated or liked the big old boss fight we did. It's probably last episode at this point. And I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing what this new group is going to do. If you have any advice, it'll probably be too late, but I'd love to hear it anyway. I think we've got a good base here. We've got, hopefully, my big melee damager in Tibricius, and then our healer in Emmeline. We'll need to pick up a tank. We'll need to pick up a spellcaster. We'll need to pick up a ranged unit. And then maybe another spellcaster who focuses on buffs. The only problem I have with spellcasters who focus on buffs is like once I got the buffs done, they kind of become useless. I could go with the old dispel thing. If you watched my playthrough of the base game. Not necessarily the base game. The first DLC. I think is when I changed Saciel to be like an abjuration dispeller on the advice of one of you guys. I don't know if he still watches, but that might be a good idea. It was really strong. Anyway, it's something to think about. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.